What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today it is time to finally have some more Lights Army fun. We are going to be jumping on, and we're going to be creating the most powerful version of Great Sage Sun Wukong that we currently can. So we are using this soulbound copy of Sun Wukong. We cannot trade it. We're kind of stuck with what we got. I do want to re-roll that, so that's one of the things we're going to do here today. Beyond that, we did talk about previously, we finally got the Noble Core created with like what, a week or so ago as events. So he is fully kitted out, ready to go, and now we have time to do the Destiny transition, and I'm kind of excited for this. So first and foremost, I know we got like a ton. Oh my gosh, we actually have a ton, don't we? Yeah, 20 of these that we can get. We're up to wait a minute, 93. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have any issues unless we run into issues with like Crystals of Transcendence or something like that. Luckily, there's a quick upgrade system now. We should be able to take this hero, I think, all the way to max, honestly. I think, if it doesn't bug out. It's already not liking what I'm doing here. But yeah, we should be able to rise him all the way up to max. It's looking like we have more than enough, because again, once we stop building like every character around, these resources from these big events, they stack up really quickly. So we do have him done. It's kind of cool because his transition ability is nice. At the end of each round, if Self has 6 or more layers, he consumes 6 and inflicts fragile on 3 random enemies. Sadly, it's only 3, but it basically deals damage to them. If Self is under the Immortal Sun status, it deals extra damage to the targets and reduces their damage reduction, which is nice. And then if Self is under Universe limitation or imitation, sorry, status, deals extra damage of armor ignoring damage and restores HP, which is really cool. So I think we're going to go with the active version of this once again. Usually that's what we do. As far as this one goes, we can either reduce the target's energy, deal extra damage, or 50% chance to stun the target. I'm actually going to go for the stun one. I know that probably sounds weird. Usually want to go for damage. I want more CC on this hero. And we're probably just going to reduce their attack. Yeah, I think that's good. Frontline enemy damage, all enemies, which is kind of weird that it's like pretty much the same thing, or just deals damage to all. This one's like, so we can do either frontline enemies, backline enemies, or all. I'm just gonna go with all for this one as well. Additionally, increases Self all damage reduction, all damage dealt, or speed. We're gonna go that route. And then of course the last one is capping it out. Now, I don't think I have any of these possible to unlock. I think we've gone, yeah, we actually don't have either one of these unlocked to activate, which does mean lesser stats, but still, even in this current situation, we're still having a 45 million attack hero. Nothing like super crazy. Oh, and I actually don't have his gear. Wait a minute. I can fix that. Hold on. We got that. We're just going to fully kit this hero out. Full dwarf, this one, yeah, here it is. I always forget, we got to get this gear going, and I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna spend some gems. We got plenty of them. I'm not gonna waste time re-rolling this stuff, because as you guys know, it can take forever re-rolling this gear, and if I got the gems for it, might as well do this. As an average player, I'd say probably don't do this, because this is a big waste of gems that are necessary for the progression of your account. But you know, if you're like me, you have a lot of gems. Sometimes time is the best saver here for us. King Barton, no. Are we going to go to Pity? We are, with Norton Hague as the 5th reroll. There we go. Moving on down to the boots here. I do like how they redid the menu. The menu now puts the newest heroes at the top, where they used to be all the way at the bottom. And it got to the point where you had to scroll for newer heroes, which again kind of feels weird, but Asmodel the Dauntless, no, we already have you taken care of. Honor Guard, definitely not you. Man, 2 going all the way to the pity timer, huh? And I guess that's what it is, right? We got RNG on RNG on RNG, man. Oh, it's kind of crazy how much RNG goes into all the different gacha systems, because I mean, this is in reality another gacha system we have to re-roll the gear. Granted, I'll take this type of gear over other games any day of the week. I hate having to level up every single piece of gear all the time. This is a cool way to do it. I like it. So there we go. We got a full set of gear for him ready to go. And of course, like I said, we're going to make sure we keep this Dragon Rui on the character. Man, it's kind of crazy nowadays. Like, how many things are going on? Like, when you just look at a character skill, it's like, what the heck just happened? I don't even understand. There's so much of these skills and everything. But the big thing is, we want to be under universe limitation most of the time, because that's going to be how we get an additional chance to inflict a stun, 80% chance. And on top of that, we are running a Dragon Rui to give us better chances to CC the enemy. I don't necessarily know which stone I'm going to use, but like I said, the other thing we need to do is we need to re-roll this right here. We do already have 20 hammers. If we need to buy more, we can. I'd still like to find something with like Giant Killer on it. That is a very offensive like setup though. The fire, block, and armor break, not bad. I would again still like to see a Giant Killer on here somewhere, since it is just control immunity offset. That would be nice to get with Giant Killer. Crit holy damage, man, that's still really good too. But I don't think he's gonna be pumping out a ton of damage for our team, to be honest. I just don't think it's gonna be something he's doing crazy numbers on. That's pretty good. That's actually solid. I like Divine Block. The strength of Divine Block equals 100% chance of your normal block strength. And usually that's pretty good. Plus some armor break. That's solid. I think that's going to be the one we keep. The only way I'd take something else is if we got like probably something along the lines of like control immunity offset, I think, with Giant Killer. That was close. That was actually really close. 50% armor is a huge amount as well. The fire, not quite good enough. I still want Giant Killer, I think. Although at this point, like I said, we're at like a quarter of the damage that our main damage dealers are doing. So I don't know what Giant Killer is really going to do. We got 4 more rerolls to go. 3 more to go. That's a lot of damage names. And the last one, is it going to be good? It would have been. It would have been if one of these said Giant Killer. But it's still an upgrade. I will still take that over everything else. If we take a look at his stats, we could use some precision. Our crit damage is definitely too high. What do we have? Precision, crit. Actually, what's our crit chance at? Precision. Our crit chance. No, yeah, I guess this is still pretty good. This is a solid setup here. So, yeah, one thing we are going to be doing with this type of team is we are going to start pushing. I don't know if I decided if I was going to make him a homeowner or not. I can't remember. He does have Yorm Tum as a tenant. We just got to build some other heroes to fill in for him then, which again, I think it might be the smart play. And then also moving this over. I don't know. We have a lot of progression to happen in Void Campaign. We're still way back in 8.2. And of course, is one of the burn waves. Of course. No, that's the wrong hero. You need to go out and you need to go in. Question is, do we use his? When self enters Immortal Soul status, increases all allies control immunity. When it enters Universe Limitation, all damage dealt. I don't know if that's going to be good. And honestly, this is a wave that I don't think the CC is going to be very beneficial to us. But let's see what happens. It's a lot of burn damage going out, that's for sure. His graphic is bugged out. He should have energy to use his active skill. Honestly, I think we've gotten like, you know, some treasure train stuff and everything to the point where I think... Oh no! That stun right there just wiped out our team. And this is why using a CC hero against Valk waves, never a good idea. Look at that immediate CC though. And it immediately procced everybody on our team, which might not be the worst thing if we can get really big damage ramped out without taking additional damage. I mean, that was Sun Wukong for you right there, man. That was, he's basically like a therapist of Blood Betty, which is still pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, I like this. So when self is under Immortal Soul status, you're immune to Petrify too, which is really, really cool. And it says right here, if you read up here, when self counterattacks under Immortal Soul status, there's an extra 100% chance to reduce the target's attack. There's also a 60% chance to inflict fragile. There's so many good abilities that are like tacked on to all this. It's so freaking good. And then of course the passive skill. If self is more than 50% after being healed, enters Immortal Soul status for 5 rounds. If self has 50% or less, you enter Universe Limitation or Imitation. Yeah. It's pretty dang good. When a battle starts or when is in a battle as a substitute, if self has 100 or more energy, deducts 50% of the current HP to gain a shield equal to a certain percentage. If self has less than 100 energy, enters Immortal Soul. So that's where entering Immortal Soul, like, so this is the weird thing. We almost don't want that to happen because we want to get that CC off like right away. I wonder if we can do it again. I'm just gonna keep running it back with this team right here. Right there, you just literally start the battle. He's 50% HP, max shield basically, and the whole enemy team is already CC'd. Unlike Therapist Blood Betty, that needs either the Rui to proc or something, or to get hit. This just can kind of happen, right? Or is it the Rui? I can't remember with his ability. I need to look again. Again, I'm a little rusty on my abilities, especially on heroes that come out in the past like 3 to 4 months. But yeah, this definitely seems like a substitute, I think, for Yorm Tum. I think Yorm Tum at this point is kind of useless. You see the amount of damage he did, see how much damage he did, and he's got nothing. Yorm Tum, I think. Wait, does Yorm Tum have? No, he doesn't have any soul power at all. Might be worthwhile to think about. The only other thing I want to check that has been a while is actually in Celestial Island, back on Cloud Island. Did any of the older heroes now get newer targets? So, going back to like here, we got you, got full team going. Vulcan. Wait, Vulcan has... Oh yeah, Eos. Yeah. That's nothing super new, right? I'm pretty sure my Vulcan has, yeah, both Eos and Asmodel in there. That's normal. I guess the only one to look at... Okay, it is cool that they fill them out, but I guess the big thing is he a tenant for anybody useful for us? And the answer is no. He is not, sadly. Granted, like I said, we can put Yorm Tum as a tenant and swap him out to this place where he's got everything out, swap all the tenants out, get new copies, and make a super powerful Monkey King. That kind of sounds like a cool idea. Let me know what you guys think. Should we really invest in him and then decide to do a big push? I'm happy we have a 6-hero lineup of the Light faction in Transcendence form. Absolutely amazing. See you guys next time.